What if there was a way that you could create content that attracts higher paying clients to you like a magnet and repels the tire kickers like a close talker with diaper breath? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do today. And by the time I'm done, you're going to have the exact tools that you need to start creating that content and start attracting those high paying clients. And if you're new to my training, now would be a great time to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I post a video about growing a business. And while I've used this exact strategy to help grow my business, and I've taught it to thousands of entrepreneurs and solopreneurs, I'm thinking of one client in particular who used this strategy to grow her hypnotherapy business to over $30,000 per month. Your mileage might vary. The first thing we're going to do is identify the unique characteristics of our high-paying clients. You see, there are big differences between a high-paying client and a tire kicker, or somebody who's going to beat you up on price and ultimately never pay for your mid-level or high-ticket program. And when we can identify the characteristics of the higher-paying clients, we can start to shape our content towards those people. I like to call this the DNA of a high-paying client. And once we're able to extract that DNA or find those characteristics of the high-paying clients, we can use that information to shape the content that we create on our blogs, on social media, and in our videos. But how do we figure out what these characteristics are? How do we extract that DNA? Well, every time I talk to someone before they come into my flagship program, Organic Client Attraction, I ask them a very simple question. When you're conducting sales calls, are you taking notes? Are you writing down the words that your prospects are saying? Or even better, are you recording your sales calls so you can play them back later and listen for the things that your prospects are saying? You see, once you start taking those notes or you start recording those sales calls, you can start to listen for the things that are common among the people who close and turn into clients for you. And the people who are willing to pay for your higher ticket programs are going to have things in common. So you have a notepad right next to you. While you're on that sales call, you're taking those notes, something you hear again and again and again, you start to identify those common characteristics that you hear every single time. And that's how you start to piece together or reverse engineer that DNA of that higher paying prospect. Now, whenever I'm talking to an entrepreneur or a solopreneur and I ask them the question, do you take notes during your sales call or do you record your sales calls? It's surprising to me the number of people that actually do. It's very few. So I'm wondering, do you take notes during your sales calls or do you record your sales calls? Let me know down in the comments if you take notes or if you record those calls or if you're going to start doing that right now. Drop a comment below. Let me know which one you do or if you're going to commit to starting to do that, because that is the fastest way to identify the unique characteristics in your perfect higher paying prospect. Now that you've extracted the DNA of your perfect high paying client, it's time to understand that higher paying clients have very specific desires. And your job is going to be to uncover what those desires are. Those desires or those things that they want are different from, again, from the tire kickers or from the people who are just going to ask you for a lower rate and ultimately not be the best clients. So we must figure out what are the things that our higher paying clients want. What do they want from us in our service? What do they want in terms of results? One of the easiest ways to conduct those surveys is by using a Google form, which you can find right inside of your Google Drive. Now, once you have those answers and you start to look through those, the common desires are just going to jump off the page at you. And you're going to take those and you're going to write those down and you're going to have those nearby every time you start creating content, or every time you're recording a video, or you're in a networking meeting, or you're talking to prospects. Those common desires are going to attract to you prospects who will turn into those higher paying clients. Okay, so we extracted the DNA, we understand the common desires. The next thing that we need to do is understand what is most important to these higher paying clients. What areas of their life are most important to them? Is business, is finance most important to them? Is family life more important to them? It's really important to understand what areas of their life are most important to them. When you can understand the area of life that's most important to your higher paying clients, you can then write about those areas of life or record videos about those areas of life, and that will continue to attract that perfect high-paying client to you. Now, everybody's going to be a little bit different. You're different from me. You have a different business from me. Whatever you do as a solopreneur or as an entrepreneur, it's going to be a little bit different, and your prospects are going to be different than mine. So you've got to uncover what those highest areas of life are for those perfect high-paying clients of yours. But once you have that, you can zoom in on that, and that's going to demonstrate that you understand that prospect and that client better than anyone else. All right, so how do we bring this all together? Because we've extracted the DNA of our perfect high-paying client. We understand what they want, and we also understand the highest area of their life. Well, we bring it all together by putting this into a transformational statement. That's what people are most interested in, is the transformation that you can provide to them. You are the vehicle that's taking them from where they are now to where they wish to be. And these high-paying clients will appreciate you at a whole new level when you're able to describe that transformation through the lens of their DNA and their desires and the highest area of life. So as you are creating your content, you have to synthesize that other information that you've collected and assembled and put it into transformational statements that convey to your prospects that you are the sole source for the solutions that they've been seeking. I know this was complex, but if you loved learning this and you would love to learn more, I just finished a free ebook on how to attract your perfect client using free posts in your social media newsfeed. If you'd like a copy of that ebook, simply reach out to me. I'll include links in this video description so you can do that, and I'll send over that ebook right away so that you can continue learning. If you found value in this training today, let me know below with a like, a comment, or a question. I'm always in the comments answering questions. Remember to subscribe and turn on the bell. And if you thought of someone who would benefit from hearing this message today, please share this video with them, and you have my endless gratitude for that. In the meantime, I'm going to drop another video right here for you to check out, which is how to quickly and easily write better social media content. If you like this training today, you're going to love that one. Go and check that out. And until the next training, take care.